my theory will push you right over the edge.
Okay.
So, and I've told you about this before, but my theory is, I call it the cosmic lottery hypothesis.
Oh, yeah.
So we've talked about this before, but
I'm a fan
it's
of this.
my own original theory. And I think of it as like, okay, so here is, think of like a chart here. And this is quality of life. And this is time. Okay.
Yeah.
And so this is you right up here. And this is quality of life, all the way up to here. And here's time. And then like, here's your ancestors. So like go back to your dad and it's like down here. Then you go back to your granddad and it's down here. And then your great granddad, it's down here. And your great dad is like down here. And then for like 15 million years, it's just
been
like
baseline
nothing.
almost,
it's like
just barely better than tigers.
You're happy to die of dysentery at 30. Like that's a good death. That's better than getting eaten by a wolf or something,
Yeah.
So that is actually what you're looking at. If I was going to if I was going to study your life and say like, this is Dave. Okay, Dave here. You're sitting here, and it's like millions and millions of years back there. Is it not strange that you're right here?
Right.
Like you're not here. You're not here. You're in the cosmic lottery seat.
Yeah, and this, like Bostrum would agree with you, I think.
Yeah.
Just given some of the
oddity
of the way he frames the odds of things and the logistics,
So I thought about it this way. So if you said, Dave, do you want to trade places with anybody else back here? If you're being like, oh, okay, I want to go on an adventure, you might switch one or two places right up here.
Yeah.
But would you really go back here to like dead at 30,
No.
dead at 20, whatever? The truth is, if you were being smart, you would never trade places with anybody else in your timeline, ever. But if you asked anybody in your timeline, do you want to trade places with Dave? Yes, they would trade places with you like that. They'd say, yeah, I'd like to not die some horrific death, suffering all of my life, just trying to survive from the cats that are eating us, or whatever it might be. So that to me was like, that right there is like, nobody is that lucky. That's, you know what I mean? So when you think about like that, like, are you in a simulation? Well, if I'm not in a simulation, I would say, then I just happen to be the luckiest guy in the universe.
Yeah.
Like, that's just objectively what's going on. And it's like, well, I guess I am. I'm the luckiest guy in the universe. I guess just that lucky. But doesn't seem very likely.
No, the bland principle of indifference says that you are most likely not the luckiest guy in the universe.
You don't even have to say simulations going on. I guess my point is something's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you go, wow, I just happen to have antibiotics. I just happen to live in a very nice house in a nice neighborhood where it's safe and clean and everything's, virtually perfect. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think anyone deserves that. Like, why would you just deserve to be the luckiest person in the universe?
No, I mean, I've not done a great many wrong things, but I certainly have not done so many exemplary things that I deserve the life that I've got. Right.
I think that goes for any of us, which just is, and I get it. Like, the people that have pushed back on my theory say, well, yeah, but there are people that are in great, great suffering in the world. Like, they're not living in the cosmic lottery seat. And I say, yeah, but they're just part of the simulation.
You are. Man.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know that there are people that are suffering, but I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining where I'm at, where it's like, I just know that where I'm at is better than anyone else has ever had it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I am just the luckiest guy in the universe. I don't know.
Maybe you are. Which, I mean, like, you made the crack to me and a couple of the other guys in the band. Like, how do I know you guys aren't just droids put here to, as part of my simulation?
I like you, Dave. You seem like a really great guy.
Thanks.
If you turn out to be an NPC,
well,
I'll just say, like, He was the best NPC I could have asked for.
To my knowledge, I'm not, but I was watching.
But that's what you would say.
Exactly.
That's exactly what you would say.
I was watching my son play Lego City this week, and one of the characters, I don't remember what the setting is in the game, but this character in the game, he's on a playground, and those wheels, you kind of get the centripetal force going.
Yeah, I hate those.
Well, this guy seemed to like it fine. The character in the Lego game just happened to get lost, and he's on this thing, and he's stuck on it. He's kind of like, whoa. And then, like, my son's character is actually going around getting bad guys, doing whatever he's supposed to be doing. But you can still, in a corner of the screen, watch this one character just be lost in the playground. And I was like, that poor fella doesn't know he's lost in the playground. And then I thought, that poor fella doesn't know he's a character in a game.
Did you think that could be Dante?
Well, actually, at the time when you said, I hope you guys aren't droids, I was kind of like, that's ridiculous. Then I thought, of course, if I am a droid, what
would you know?
How do I know? Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't know.
So
maybe that's why this sounds stupid to me, because it's supposed to sound stupid.
Yeah, I've just been programmed to be like, I wouldn't be a very effective droid if I didn't think I was real.
Yeah.
Right?
It should sound like nonsense.
Yeah.
That's exactly the way they
programmed you. I should have no
you.
doubt that I am not a droid. Right?
Makes sense.